focus on health versus unhealth. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it would be nice if people explore like the game space of how you can, you know, navigate that environment and change your character. I think that's okay, but I don't think it's okay for people to, yeah.
I'm not quite sure if I missed it earlier on, but about the nutritional database, what kind of hit rate, I guess, have you got for being able to scan a barcode and get the nutritional information? Because I could imagine that could really deter people from playing if, you know, they scan quite a few things and they keep getting, you know, not available, then that probably put them off. I just wanted, you know, if you'd explored what kind of hit rate you do get.
It takes about maybe a second or two for the character to actually eat the food item.
Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
In terms of like a percentage of barcodes that are scanned that return a nutritional
Since we're just in the prototype, we've only put a very small amount, figuring on we'll be able to leverage some other database someone else has put together. And at that point, I don't really know what size databases are out there, if they would be explicit for one market, like the Australian market or the US market, or if they would have all the world's barcodes in there. So it's an avenue of research that we will have to go forward when we want to actually spread this around to people. For right now, I just have a list of foods that I've put in there and allow you to choose from that.
So it might be something, instead of barcodes, might be say 150 gram ice cream bar or chocolate bar or something like that.
Well, we still do it through the barcode interface because that's eventually what we want to do. But yeah, I mean, basically you're choosing ice cream bar by typing in the key numbers.
Another idea we had was to have a web interface where if you got a reply that it didn't exist in the database, you could go in on your computer and type it in and type the information in. So instead of having to do it on your phone or take a while to do it.
I mean, our original conception of it was that you could use your camera phone, like use the camera on it to scan the image and then we just pop it in. But we've also talked to some people who do that, and it seems like the resolution on phone cameras right now is just not quite there. But I think that's another thing that we'd like to do, is make it so you can really easily just scan that item.
There's a lot of camera phones got like 2 megapixel
Yeah,
resolution.
that's
like the eyesight camera on an Apple can use barcode scanning, that hasn't got that kind of resolution.
right.
So there is a barcode, there's a couple of barcode scanning products that use the camera, but they've designed their own like 3D.
The 2D matrix barcode?
I think it can be done with the normal barcode, it can be done, but that would be a later stage thing, I think, we need to operate and try and work that out.
It seemed like we could probably develop that application, but it would be like, we'd be done with this semester and be like,
yeah, that's
scan
it's
barcodes.
too much for this, but it's a later stage and it would stop people from having to enter the code. You can just
Sorry. How do you deal with things like apples?
They actually have barcodes.
So if
They
I
have the
come
produce
into
number.
school and I take out my lunch bag and there's an apple in it, I can look something up that
Well,
says
but
apple.
all
and then,
produce has the little 4-digit number for the ringing up at the register. So
Right.
that's essentially a barcode. We can use the same kind of database structure to just read in a 4-digit number instead of the full 13 for normal products.
I think what she's trying to ask is, what if your mom gave you an apple?
Yeah.
Right,
so
but almost all apples from the grocery store have
No,
the
but what if she like took it off?
Well, then I
Right.
guess.
Our
So there's
deal,
no way that I could, as the player, take my lunch out of the bag and say, my character's eating what I'm eating, what happens to it?
right, to simplify, we were like, this doesn't have to be a full representation of what I feed myself.
Right.
It's kind of like, it's the stuff that's around me, so I'm going to choose element, like foods from my environment that I live with every day. It might not be exactly what I eat, but like, it'll be in my diet, the things that I choose.
But yeah, if that does become an issue where people are, I really want to be able to input an orange or whatever I have on me, then creating what you suggested,
Drop down list or something.
yeah, a drop-down list is something that is definitely a reasonable thing to be easy to use. Any other questions? Okay, thank you guys very much.
All right, thank you.
All right, that concludes the presentations. Again, I want to thank everyone for showing up and taking time out of your busy schedules for coming here and having fun with us today. And also, again, Heinz School for allowing us to utilize this facility. At this point, just to let your students know, faculty is going to get together and hopefully have reports back to you guys
Monday or Tuesday, most likely maybe Tuesday, because John's out of town. We have to get him the information so he can give his feedback too. So probably somewhere around Tuesday, we're going to try and get you guys written feedback for that. So we're going to get together, faculty, we're going to kind of get together now and talk about that. Anybody's welcome to stay and talk to any of the groups. I know they have pamphlets and things to hand out, and probably there's a lot of questions you might want to ask them face to face. So at this point we'll conclude. Thank you for showing up, and you'll probably get another invitation to our final presentations coming up in December. So look for that. And I thank you all for being here. Thanks.